We are all black everything in February, okay? Make no mistake. Every year in February, I only read black authors, period. Welcome back to Chocolate Covered Pages. I'm Kiona, and today I am going to be talking about my February TBR. It is Black History Month. I'm wearing all black everything, as you can see, and it is definitely one of my favorite months, especially for reading, and I am excited to show you guys some of the books that I am planning to read. So let's get started. So the first book that I am reading in February is The Fires of Vengeance by Evan Winter, and this book I have kind of sort of been reading it. I was kind of sort of reading it in January, but my reading in January was just completely bad. But anywho, I am ready to get back into this book for February. If you don't know what this book is about, this is the sequel to The Rage of Dragons, which is the first book in this series. I believe the series is called A Burning. This is African adult fantasy. It is amazing. The world building is just very unique. There are dragons, of course. We love dragons. The women in this world are the ones that really hold most of the power. They're the ones that are called the gifted, and men cannot get power if it weren't for the women, which I absolutely love. So I'm definitely getting back into this one for this month. Another book that I've already started reading is And Now She's Gone by Rachel Housel Hall. And this book was actually sent to me a few months ago by the author. I actually started it and I read way more than I thought I was going to end up reading. Like, this book is very fast paced. This is a thriller. So we follow Grayson, who is a woman that has been hired to find another woman named Isabel. However, Isabel does not want to be found. I believe her exact words were F off. So the question is, why doesn't this person want to be found? What made her leave in the first place? Grayson also has her own secrets that we're trying to figure out as we're reading, and I'm sure Isabel has some secrets as well. So I'm excited to see what this is about. I'm also just excited, period, to be reading a black thriller. Yes. I know a lot of people have a hard time finding thrillers and mysteries by black authors, but they out there, people. You just have to do the research. This author also writes other mystery thrillers as well, if you want to go and check them out. Another black author that writes a lot of mystery thriller type novels is gonna be Attica Locke. So just throwing that out there in case you're having some trouble. The next book I'll be picking up this month is going to be What's Mine and Yours by Naima Costa, and I am really excited to pick this one up. It is about two different families in North Carolina. They're sending their kids as the first students, the first black students to integrate into a predominantly white school. I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot of drama, and I am here for it. And this cover is beautiful. She has another novel called Halsey Street. That was her first one, and that's gotten really good reviews. So I'm excited to pick up her latest. This actually comes out March 2nd. So hopefully I can get my thoughts out there before the book comes out, and then you can decide if you want to purchase it or not. Next book I'll be picking up is The Rib King by Ladee Hubbard. And this book, I believe I spoke about this book in another video, but this book is basically, think Aunt Jemima. Okay, so this black man works for this wealthy white family, and this white family decides that they want to package up this rib sauce that their black cook makes. But they have packaged the sauce with this black man's face that works for them without his consent, of course, without any type of financial gain for him. They just kind of did it. So from my understanding, this is a story about vengeance. So we shall see how this one goes. So those are the books that I will definitely be picking up. Hopefully I can finish them. If they're good, I'm not gonna force myself to read anything, but yeah, those are the ones that I'm definitely going to be picking up. The rest of these are books that I really want to pick up this month for sure. Hopefully if I get those done, then I can start moving into some of these. Or maybe if one of those don't work for me, then I could just grab another one of these. Either way, I like to pull from a nice big stack to give myself some options. So the next book I will be picking up possibly is Black Boy by Richard Wright. And this is the autobiography of Richard Wright's life and his experience in the Jim Crow South. He is also the author of Native Son, which I read a couple years ago and still to this day cannot stop thinking about. I hated the movie, but the book was just, I had all kinds of feelings inside. You know when you just read a book and you know that it's really important. It is an important book, but it's just, you don't like what you're reading. You don't like what you're reading, but you know that it needs to be written. If that makes any sense at all, let me know down in the comments if you know what the hell I'm talking about. So, okay, this one. Hopefully trying to get to this one this month for sure, because I need more nonfiction in my life. Last year was a complete tragedy, okay, with my nonfiction. I only read one nonfiction book the entire year, and I didn't even realize it until the year was over. Terrible. So I want to be better about this. The next book I want to pick up in February is Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman, and I've heard so many good things about this series. Like, this is like Black British. Like, I want to get into more Black British authors for sure. This is also a TV series, and I really want to get into that as well. Imagine a world where Black people were the oppressors and white people were the oppressed. I can't imagine it. But I'm gonna read it anyway and check it out. This is YA in case even anyone's interested. But people love this series, especially in the UK. So hopefully getting to this one. The next book I want to pick up in February is Liberty by Caitlin Greenidge. Caitlin Greenidge. Look at this cover. This cover is freaking gorgeous. And this book, I'm told, is inspired by the first Black female doctor in the United States. That sounds dope. So I don't need to really say much else about it other than the cover is gorgeous. This is definitely something I would be interested in. This is a strong possibility for February for sure. Another book I'm hoping to pick up in February is There is Confusion by Jessie Redmond Fawcett. And this is one of those Black classics This was actually published in 1924. This year, I want to make more of an intentional effort to read more Black classics for sure. That is going to be another video that I put out in the next week or so, because we need this. I need this. A lot of the things that are in these Black classics still ring true today. This book is about a group of friends that grow up. There's 3 of them, and they grow up, and when they start to get older, a lot of things start to change. There's a romance that takes place that pretty much shatters the friendships. This one is also pretty short too. This one's only like 250 pages. Another book that I really want to read for February is The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. And I mean, this book has been all over my timeline. All over. I've not heard not one bad thing about this book. It is about a forbidden love between 2 enslaved Black men. And that is really all I need to hear. I am here for that, for sure. I hear that it's beautifully written, and furthermore, what really made it catch my eye is that it's blurred by the Marlon James. And Marlon James, to me, is just a master storyteller. So anytime he says a book is good, I'm just going to hop on it. Like anytime. Like, he's never steered me wrong. He's quite honest. I don't know if anyone's ever caught the podcast that he has, Reading Dead People or something like that. It's something about reading dead people. I don't know. When I think of it, because I'm sure when I finish recording, I will think of it. I will definitely link it below. It's so good. I think he's doing it with one of his editors? I think it's one of his editors that does the podcast with him. And it's so good. It's so funny. You guys should definitely check it out if you're into book podcasts like I am. Another book that I want to read in February, because I clearly have a problem. Like, I don't know how I'm going to read all these books, but I'm going to try to make it happen. Listen, traditionally, February is usually my biggest reading month. So, I may not be being too ambitious. I think I might be able to make most of these happen, but we'll see. Anyway, so the next book is going to be Just As I Am by Cicely Tyson. And as most of you probably know, Cicely Tyson passed away earlier this week. She was 96 years old. She was Black excellence personified. I had been planning to get her book regardless before this even happened. But as soon as she passed away, I ran to definitely to get the book, because I knew that in about a couple of days, her books were going to sell out. I knew that they were. There's beautiful photos in here as well that I just really can't wait to look through. I could just imagine what's in this book. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I actually started listening to the audiobook just a little bit a couple days ago, because I saw that it was on Scribd, and I just wanted to see what it was sounding like. I just wanted to check it out. The foreword is actually by Viola Davis, which is hell yes. And Viola Davis actually is narrating her foreword, and she is just talking about how important Cicely Tyson was to her as a young Black girl growing up and seeing her on TV, and how important it was to see that. And then Cicely Tyson begins to narrate the book right after Viola Davis. So I have a feeling that this is going to be good. And just hearing Cicely Tyson's voice is just, it just does something to me. I love when a celebrity reads their own book. It's just like nothing hits better than that. like nothing at all. And especially like she's passed away and I get to hear her voice some more. Amazing. So this is a very strong possibility. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for rocking out with me. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Hit me with the like if you made it this far. And I will be back with some more Black excellence type of videos. Definitely coming your way this month. And I hope you're as excited as I am. Bye.